Hi there, this is Tom Crandall from Gear Mashers, and today we're going to be looking at some software called Virtugo. And so what we have here, this is our website, and I have the icon ready to go. Sort of like Zwift in a way. They're just starting out, so they're in beta, so there's still a lot of things to work out. But what I'm going to do is I'll just click on it. And right now I'm on a Wahoo trainer. And so this is the Wahoo KICKR 2017. And so right now we're just waiting for the program to start up here. They go through this hash checking. I don't know if they're going to be doing this when they go to full production, but at least in the beta, this is how they do it. So just wait until this. Usually in the beta, it's taken at least a minute to kick off, sometimes 30 seconds. Okay, so the hashing is complete, and now we can click on launch. So I'm going to click on the launch there, and it's saying, okay, what do you want the configuration to be? And I'm just going to stick with the high resolution here. I could do 1200 by 800. And then you also have the graphics ability, beautiful, fastest. So we'll just check out beautiful and then click on play. So now we're waiting to get into the world. And here's my login. So I'm just going to enter it. Okay, so we're here. So let's see. The first tab, home's not really, you don't really need to worry too much about that, but the free ride, so currently they have 3 different worlds that you can ride in. And then over on training, they have a few different training, my training program and training session library. They don't really have anything out there yet, but they will. Events, there's nothing here for events right now. My profile just shows some of the rides that I've done so far. So I've done 3 rides in this program. And so it's showing you which ones. And then if you want to get a report on that particular one, I think you can click on it. I guess not. Oh, maybe that's the one that's showing. Okay. Yeah, so over here on the free ride side, we can see what my average, let's see here. So the heart rate, and then average power, and then cadence, speed, and stuff like that. Customization, this is sort of neat where you can customize your avatar. And so just like in Zwift, you have the ability to change the look and feel. So you have your helmet here, so I can change it if I wanted to red, to white. So we'll just keep it at green. Then you have your jersey, and you can do different color jerseys. Sort of cool. Shorts, if you want to change the look of your shorts. And then you have socks. So again, you can change the color of your socks. And then shoes. And so this changes a little bit the color of your shoes. And over here on the person itself, right now they just have a male and female body. So here's the female, here's the male. Eye color, you can go with different eye color. I think at least the graphics right now, it's hard to distinguish the different eye colors. And then you have hair color. The one thing that they don't have that, say, Zwift has is, you notice I'm wearing a helmet here. There's nothing right now where you can ride without a helmet. Maybe this is something that they just want to keep for safety features or whatever, is to always show people wearing helmets. Versus Zwift, you can just ride without a helmet. They're going to have some type of social aspect to the program. And over here you have some options, just some general stuff here. It looks like trainer difficulty. Mine's set to 100%. You can, if you want to set difficulty down a little bit lower, you can. Video, again, when I first logged in, this is the settings I set. Then it has some audios, and both these are set to 100. And then if you need support, you have a little support box here that you can send out support. So let's go back over to the free ride, and I'm going to take you into one of the virtual worlds. Down here you can see what the profile is, and here's sort of the course map. And again, this is just the beta software, so it doesn't have a ton of stuff in there yet. So I'm just going to click on Start Riding. And what it's going to do now is it's going to be looking, you know what? I didn't set up my amp plus. So let me grab the stick real quick. Okay, I'm back. So you can see here everything's green now that I have my Amp Plus stick in my computer. And so right now I have a cadence sensor. I'm using the Wahoo cadence sensor. And then I have a Wahoo heart rate monitor on. And then for my power meter and my trainer controller, they're both Wahoo KICKR. You'll, if you have a Neo or some other trainer, those would show up here. And or if you had, say, a power meter, watt meter, you could choose that instead of the KICKR. But that's all I have right now. So I'm going to hit accept, and now I can start riding. So right now it's doing the load up. So we're just waiting for it to load up here, and I'm already starting to pedal. So this is a 7.7 kilometer circuit, and I think there's 3 sprints on this. So I'm not going to do the whole thing, but you'll notice on the right hand side next to the running stats, you have the little profile, course profile, and it doesn't look like it, but they used to have bots that would show up, so just bots that would ride. You'll notice that scenery is really nice, and so right now the one thing that I have issue with the beta is the numbers on the screen are a little small, especially if you're far away from the bike. Let me turn on the fan here. So you have your watts, and then your heart rate, and also RPM. So my beats per minute right now are 93. My RPM's 83 and my watts are 114. So I'm just sort of taking it easy. Notice though that it's pretty nice. We have some trees and things like that. So, okay, on the little graph on the right hand side, you'll notice there's some red dots. Those are actually bots that they put in. So they're not real people cycling. They're just bots that will hopefully maybe pass me if they're going fast enough. You'll notice I have my shadow on the screen there, my bike shadow. So we're going to be coming up to the hill, and I'll fast forward this a little bit until I get up to the hill. The other thing that you'll see is there's red lines on the graph to the right, or the little map. Those are sprint sections. Down at the bottom, you'll see here that it'll show all the different things that are connected, which is nice. In case you lose a connection, you can always connect back. So I'm gonna go a little faster here. So we're sort of, this course you're sort of going into the mountains. Okay, so we got a little bit faster bot. And so he's pulling, so I'm just gonna try to keep up with him here. So I'm meter out. So in Zwift, you'll notice that your rider sort of changes positions if they're, oh, this guy's going a little faster now. I had asked them to increase the speed of the bots, so I guess they did that. Some 3 meters, and I just passed them. So I can't really tell. Doesn't appear to be much drafting on the bots right now, but you can see my watts is going up now. So I'm at 252, so I'll be leaving this bot here. So I've got just a little bit more, and I'll be hitting that first sprint. Probably should have wore a headband. Already starting to get a little hot. Okay, King of the Mountains. So got 83 meters to go. And there'll be a sign coming up here. Okay, so now I'm going. So it's the King of the Hill. What's neat about this is they have the signs that show you how far you have to go. So we got 300 meters. A little hard to see for me. Like them to be a little bit bigger. Got 200 meters. $100. $50. Okay, so now it shows you on the right hand side the times. So didn't do that great. 53. Wasn't really pushing it too hard. Still, you can hear me breathing pretty hard, so I did push it enough. And so daily, I'm number 1. So we don't have a lot of beta testers out there. I don't have the ability to turn around on the course, so if I wanted to go backwards, I can't do that. But that is something that they're going to work on. So now I'm going to end the cycling session and exit out. We'll go over to the view leaderboard stuff. So here's the leaders for this particular course. Go back over here. We have some little sliders so I can look at the mountains. So, and over here on the right, looks like I can do junior, under 23, probably female, yeah, overall female, daily female. And so let me click this thing. And so here's my training session, so I can look at my heart rate, power profile, and then training session profile. And you can see the various stats that the program captured. And then once you're done, you just click on exit. I have this hooked up with Strava, and so it should give me, let's see here, connected, disconnect. I didn't see it, but it should have saved it to Strava. Let's take another free ride. This time we'll look at this, the middle one here. I don't think I've actually ridden this one. Looks like it's basically a hill climb. So you just be climbing up this hill here. And so I'm just gonna click on start riding just to see what the course looks like. So this is, you know, your typical, like you're going up a mountain and you have a lot of switchbacks. And it's 5.3 kilometers, so it's not that long. What happens is when you reach the end of a particular route, yeah, so it's already pretty tough. It's at 7% grade right now, so you can see that. So I'd have to switch down into an easier gear. I'm not sure if it will stay 7% or go even higher, but that's that particular one. And so we'll just exit out of this in cycling session and exit. Go back over to free ride and we'll take a look at this one. This one's a looped course, and I have this set to multi-user. You can set it to private. So if you wanted to ride it just by yourself and not with anybody else out there, you can do that. Typically though, you know, just like Zwift, it's a lot more motivating when you have people out there riding with you. I'll just click on start riding. This particular map, we're not going to get there, but you do sort of ride through a city. I didn't find it looked as nice as what this image is showing there as far as riding through the city, but it was a pretty good course when I did it. They haven't changed anything. They're usually releasing new stuff every like 2 weeks or so, updating the beta with various fixes, bug fixes, things like that. Okay, so it starts out relatively easy. You're on top of a hill, and then it's gonna go down. This one has a bunch of houses and things like that eventually that you'd get to. And just go around this turn here. I found this pretty good. The grades for me seem pretty good. You can see here I'm going up a 3% grade. It sort of looks like the grade. I don't remember these trees last time I rode this, so they might have just added these in. I sort of like it. You can see there that it skipped a little bit, so that's something that they're going to have to work out as far as just the graphics. All right. And so you can see there now I'm at 0, now I'm at -1. So I'd want to go up on my gears. Now -1 on this feels a lot easier than -1 on, say, Zwift. And my wattage seems to be jumping all over the place. I feel like I'm pretty consistent on the pedals. So I'm at -2 degrees, now I'm at 0. Now I'm at 3. So the switch from, say, -2 to 3 wasn't as noticeable when I'm just looking at the road. But again, you know, these guys are still in beta, so you know they're still working out the kinks. So let me stop this. And you see here I'm now sweating. So I mean, it's a good workout. Hit exit. So let's go over to the training. See what they have. I haven't done this yet, so my training performance. So it looks like, let's see, doesn't look like they have anything. Let me click on this, see if I can bring it over now. Let me go back over to my programs. Okay, it looks like they do have something here. Maybe this is, yeah, I'm not really sure. Let me go click over free ride and then training. Let's try training session library. So, all right, so they have 2 here. So I'll just click on this one and start riding. So looks like we have some different sessions. You can't see, it's a 60-minute tempo section. Let's see, introductory. Here's an endurance ride. And so here's a calculated FTP. So we're just gonna click on start riding and accept this and see what it feels like. All right, so this is on the first course that they had. So we're going up a little bit. Welcome to Virtugo. All right, so this is a 5-minute warm up. And so they want to keep you at 100 and probably 110 watts. If I try to go faster, yeah. So just like in Zwift, when you're in erg mode and you're doing a workout and it's keeping you at a particular wattage, that's the same thing here. So they're starting out at really easy watts, and it doesn't matter how fast your RPM is, it's always going to try to get you to get into that like 109, 110 watt range. So if I like speed up my cadence, you can see I'm at 110, still trying to keep me at 109 watts. And then if I slow it down, now it's probably recalibrating. So I'll slow down the watts here. And it's 108. I'm going to try to slow it down a little bit more. See what happens if I get in one of those death spirals. Still pretty easy to keep it at that range. 110 watts is pretty simple. So anyway, this is the software. I'll be doing more of these video updates pertaining to this particular software as things progress. But thanks for watching. And again, this is Tom Crandall from gearmasters.com. And definitely check out the website. And I do have other videos. I'm sort of focusing right now on trainers and how to maintenance them and tools that you might need, and then software for riding indoors. So thanks a lot and have a great day.